Good morning, everyone. A warm welcome to the yoga session hosted by Santa Clara County Library. We will begin today's session in a seated position. Let's comfortably settle down on the mat in a nice, comfortably cross-legged position. And whenever you're ready, gently close your eyes. Very slowly, bring your awareness to your breath. And let's all take one slow, deep, long breath in. And as you exhale, try to relax your abdominal muscles, your hips, your lower back. One more slow breath in. And start to exhale and let go of your shoulders down towards the ground, relaxing all your facial muscles. For the next 1 hour, let's all try to stay connected with our body, mind, and breath. Whenever you're ready, gently begin to open your eyes by first bringing the gaze towards the floor and very slowly coming up to eye level. Release your hands and let's make our way up into a butterfly position. So we're going to slowly start to shorten the distance between the hips and the heel. So what we're going to do is either we're going to walk our hips towards the heels or you can withdraw your heels towards your pelvic region. Ready? Now slowly let's start to press our elbows into the inner thighs and just start to help yourself open those inner thighs slightly. Don't have to go really hard right now. Just go slightly and release. Let go. We're going to do this a few times. Just press and release. One more press and release. This time we're going to press and lean forward. So without rounding the spine. First, let's just press the elbows. And so don't do this. Don't hollow your belly and tuck your chin into the collarbone, but lead with your chin forward and continue to press your elbows into your inner thighs, but look forward, maybe about 1 or 2 feet in front of you. So you have your elbows engaged, pressing into your inner thighs, and also you're trying to lean your spine forward without rounding your spine. And gently release. We're going to go into a back bend in this way. I'm going to take my legs to one side so you can see me better. You're going to take your left hand behind you, fingers pointing towards your body. Take your right hand behind you. Soften your elbows. Keep your elbows slightly bent. So you're not like completely straightening it like this, but slightly keeping it bent and preparing to lift your hips off. Your fingers are nicely spread. The heel of your palm is pressing into the ground. Press your feet into each other. So you draw energy by pressing your feet into each other and pressing into the heel of your palms. That's how you're going to lift your body up. Also by engaging your core muscles. So squeeze your abdominal muscles, press into your palm, press into both your feet, lift your hips off and try to go higher. And breathe. You're trying to keep your knees dropping down towards the ground, so you're not lifting your knees towards the ceiling. And then gently release your hips down. Once again, place your hands on top of your ankles. Press your elbows into your inner thighs and then lean forward. So we're going to do this just one more time. You're going to look forward. Remember, there's no rounding your chin. There is space between the chin and the collarbone. Continuously press your elbows into your thighs. Look forward and release. And then take your hands behind you with your fingers pointing towards your body, elbows slightly bent. Press into your feet. Gently keep your knees, make an effort to drop them down, and then lift your hips up. Breathe. Gently tuck your chin into the collarbone. Rest your hips down. Keep your legs just the way they are. Only release your hands. Make a fist of the hands. Take your thumb, place it inside, wrap your 4 fingers, and then very slowly and gently let's release the wrists off a little bit by circling the wrists off. And reverse the direction of the rotation of your wrists. And let it go. Shake your hands off a little bit. From here, hold on to the big toe of your left leg with your left hand. You're going to gently work on, see how it feels to lift. If you need the support of your hand, place your right hand down to the ground. And then see how it feels to lift that leg up. Right? If it's getting a bit too much for you, you can probably practice a little. If it's not for you, don't do it. Just stay in butterfly. Those of you who are able to lift it, see if you can also extend your leg out. If you're still okay here and you're able to lift your right hand off, take your right hand all the way to the back. And breathe. You're trying to open that leg outward and pressing the heel out, taking the right hand all the way to the back. Gently bend your left leg and slowly place your left leg back in butterfly position. Let's switch. Hold on to the big toe of your right with your right hand. Temporarily just place your left fingertips down if you need to, and then work on lifting your right leg. If it's going all right, extend that leg. And if you're still okay, extend your left hand to the back. And breathe. Very gently bend your right leg. Come back to butterfly. And now just move your knees a little bit. Connect with your inner thighs. Take the support of your hands. Slowly close your legs. Place your feet down to the ground. Take your hands to the fold back of your thighs. To the fold of your knees. Right? Slightly lean forward. Let's lift one leg first. And then let's try the other. And maybe we can try lifting both legs off the ground. And breathe. And extend your legs all the way out. Breathe. And extend your arms if you can. Totally optional. Breathe. Gently bend your knees. Rest your feet down. Slowly take your legs to one side and let's meet in a cat and cow. Separate your fingers out. The heel of your palm is resting to the ground. Your toe nails are pressing to the ground, so no need to anchor your toes for now. Gently as you inhale, look towards the ceiling. And exhale, round your back. Inhale, look towards the ceiling. And exhale, round your back. Gently bring yourself all the way into a neutral position, which means to say your neck is in line with your spine. Gently take your left hand all the way up. Place your left fingertips to the back of your head. We're going to take our left elbow towards the right. right? So each time we squeeze our belly, we're going to exhale and then try to touch the left elbow to the right. Let's catch a breath here. And now slowly as you exhale, start to take your left elbow towards your right and touch. And as you inhale, try to take that elbow all the way up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last time, exhale. And inhale. And slowly release your left hand down. Come into neutral neck position. Release your right hand off the ground and gently rotate your right wrist up a little bit. And reverse the direction. And slowly place your hand down to the ground. Tuck your toes. We'll add a balance before we do the other side. So extend your left leg all the way out. Keep your feet flexed. Release your right hand off the ground. And breathe. Let's hold here. Engage the core muscles a little bit. Exhale, elbow to the knee. So you're now doing the opposite, right? You're taking your right elbow towards your left knee. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Gently rest your left leg down, right hand down. This time take your left wrist, left hand all the way up and rotate your wrist off a little bit. And reverse the direction of the rotation of the wrist. Before we start the whole sequence on the other side, slowly walk your hands back. Let's come up into a standing position on our knees. Let's release those shoulders up a little bit. Sweep your hands all the way to the back. Interlock your hands behind your back. Let your hands rest on your hips. Pull your knuckles down towards the ground. Press your shoulders all the way to the back. So the goal is to continuously engage and press both your shoulders all the way to the back as you pull your knuckles down. And breathe. Release your hands. Shake your hands off. Reset back to cat and cow. Start with a simple basic cat and cow. Inhale, look towards the ceiling. And exhale, round your back. Inhale, look towards the ceiling. And exhale, round your back. Let's come into a neutral position. The neck is in line with the spine. Take your right hand, place your right fingertips to the back of your head. You are in a neutral position with your neck. Your elbow is right now parallel to the ground. We're going to start, catch a breath here. Inhale and exhale, right elbow towards your left. Inhale, take your elbow pointed up towards the ceiling. And exhale. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. And exhale. Let's do this one last time. And exhale. Place your right hand down to the ground. Lift your left hand all the way up. Gently rotate your wrists. And reverse the direction of the rotation of your wrists. Place your left hand down to the ground. Tuck your toes. Extend your right leg all the way out. Flex your feet. And extend your left hand all the way out. Let's balance here. And breathe. Squeeze your abdominal muscles to keep you in position. And also flex your right leg toes. Catch a breath here. Exhale, left elbow to right knee. Point your toes of your right. Inhale, extend, flex your toes. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last time. Inhale. Drop your left hand down. Drop your right hand down. Right leg down. Take your right hand all the way up and gently rotate your wrists. And reverse the direction of the rotation of your right wrist. Slowly walk yourself back, coming up into a standing position on your knees. Now, those of us who are not very comfortable with half camel, we're going to give a back bend to the body, so you can tuck your toes. Those of you who are able to relax your toes, go ahead and relax your toes. Slowly bring your hands forward, 45-degree angle with your hands. Gently take your left hand. Start to circle that hand, reach your right hand a little bit farther away from your body. Take your left hand, rest it on top of your left heel. Breathe. And take your right hand diagonally across the body. Now, if your hand is not able to reach your heel, you can support your lower back like this. You can place your hand on your hip and then give a back bend to the body. Gently release your left hand, give a rotation to that shoulder, take it back, and let's bring that hand forward. Other side. Let's gently take the right hand, turn the palm facing outward. Reach your left hand a little farther away from your body. Hand on your hip or on your heel, wherever it works for you. And then take your right hand diagonally over the head. And breathe. Gently release your right hand. Take your right hand all the way to the back. Give a full rotation to the right shoulder. Bring your hands with your palms facing towards each other and slowly release your hands. Place your hands down and let's meet in a downward dog position. Tuck your toes, release your knees off the ground and slowly pedal your legs, walking your dog. From here, slowly take your right leg all the way up. Point your right leg toes, three-legged dog. Bend your right leg at the knee, fire hydrant. Take your right leg all the way up. Point your toes. Gently step your right leg forward. Keeping your left heel off the ground. Slowly bring yourself all the way up. Now, those of us who have balance issues, right? If it is a lot for you, you can try first by shortening the distance between your legs, which means to say you can hop your back leg a little closer to you. It will find you more grounding. Those of you who feel even this is a lot for you, you can rest your heel down, right? So see what works for you today. And then based on that, adjust your leg position. Slowly take your hands all the way up. Open your elbows. You're going to arch up your back. Look towards the ceiling, all the way up. And breathe. Your chest is open, your heart is shining to the ceiling. Use this opportunity to fill up your lungs with a lot of oxygen. And slowly, as you exhale, collapse your elbows and try to bring yourself towards the knee. Inhale, open up those elbows. Look towards the ceiling. Exhale, gently collapse your elbows towards your right knee. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. From here, bring yourself to the center. Drop your right heel down. left heel down, excuse me. And let's transition into warrior two. Those of us who already had our heel down, we are fine. Those of us who had our heel off, now we are resting the heel down to the ground. We're gently going to do a mini sequence here. Take your right hand on top of your right thigh, left hand goes all the way up. Option to slide your right hand down towards the ground. And breathe. Pull the belly button towards you. Transition back to warrior two. You're going to keep your right foot just the way it is. Straighten your right leg. So both knees are locked right now. Revolve so you can bring your left hand forward. You're going to face your whole body towards your right side. Take your left hand to the outside of your right leg. Take your right hand all the way up. And breathe. Squeeze your abdominal muscles. Tee your arms. Drop your hands down. Bend your right knee. Release your left heel, but shorten the distance between your legs. So I want you to hop that leg a little closer to the body already while your left heel is off the ground, right? And then your right feet is nicely planted to the ground. Our goal is to lift this leg off the ground eventually, right? So point yourself towards your right side, very slowly and gently work on lifting that left leg. Try to hold on to your ankle. And then if possible, extend your right hand out. And if it is available to you, lean forward. And breathe. Very gently release that leg back. So now increase the distance between your leg. So you can walk that leg a little further back. We're going to take this leg up into three-legged dog, into fire hydrant, and meet in downward dog. Closing this part of the sequence. Place your hands on either side of your right leg. Take your right leg all the way up. Three-legged dog. Bend your right leg at the knee. Fire hydrant. Take your right leg all the way up. Three-legged dog. Drop your right leg down. Downward dog. And gently pedal your legs off. Drop your knees down, push yourself into a child's position and take a break. Let it go. Slowly lift your head up and let's meet again in downward dog. And slowly pedal your legs off. Take your right leg all the way up. Let's meet in a three-legged dog. Sorry about that. Excuse me, guys. Let's meet in downward dog. We're going to take our left leg up. Sorry about that. Gently take your left leg all the way up. Point your toes. Three-legged dog. Bend your left leg at the knee. Fire hydrant. Take your left leg all the way up. Point your toes. And gently step your left leg forward. And if you need to hop that leg a little further, so go ahead and do that. And gently pick yourself up. If you're still feeling a little bit off balance, you can hop that leg a little bit closer or drop your right heel down. Take your hands behind your head. Keep your elbows nice and wide and open. Ready? Slowly as you inhale, arch up your back. Exhale, collapse your elbows, bringing your elbows towards your left knee. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly come back to the center and gently drop your right heel down Let's meet in warrior two position. And breathe. Left knee is bent, the knee is on top of the ankle, back heel is down to the ground. Let's come into extended side angle. Left hand on top of the left thigh, right hand goes over, or option to slide the hand down. And breathe. Pull the belly button towards you. Bring yourself all the way into warrior two. Gently drop your hands down. Straighten both knees. Shorten the distance between your legs and revolve. We're going to take our right hand to the outside of the left. Gently take your right hand to the outside of your left leg. Left hand goes all the way up. And breathe. Pull the belly button towards you. Tee your arms. Drop your hands down. We're going to gently release the heel and also shorten the distance, coming into a balancing pose, right? So slowly hop that leg a little closer. We know we are going to lift the right leg off, so find your grounding with your left feet. And when you feel ready, slowly tippy toe, and then maybe you can hold on to your right ankle with your right hand. And if it is available to you, take your left hand and extend it out. And if it's available to you, extend and lean forward. And breathe. Gently release. Take that leg all the way to the back. So you are increasing the distance between your legs. If you drop it a little closer, slowly walk it back. We're going to take this leg up, three-legged dog, and then fire hydrant. Place your hands on either side of your left leg. Take your left leg all the way up, three-legged dog. Bend your left leg at the knee. Fire hydrant. Take your left leg all the way up, point your toes. Three-legged dog. Drop your left leg down, downward dog, and slowly pedal those legs off. Gently drop your knees down and take a break. Child's position. Slowly walk your hands back towards your body. I'm going to go to the back of the mat. You can just watch me for a second. So all we are going to do, so just let me finish this little sequence and we'll do it together. So you are aware of what's coming up in your way, on your way, right? So your elbows are going to be parallel to each other, right? And then we're going to release our knees off the ground. We're going to drop our legs towards one side, coming into a side plank. Come back, and we're going to switch and come back. As simple as that, right? So that's all we're going to do. Let's all meet with our elbows down. Extend your right leg all the way out. Catch the ball of the feet on the ground and extend your left leg all the way out. Your arms are like the two railway tracks, right? They're parallel to each other right now. And breathe. Now, those of us who cannot hold this position because it's extremely challenging, you can rest one knee down like this. And then you can switch. Those of you who can hold, please hold. And breathe. If you want to, drop your legs to one side. Take your left hand all the way up. Drop your left elbow down, come back onto the balls of your feet. Drop your feet towards your left side. Take your right hand all the way up. Drop your right elbow down, back to elbow plank. Drop your upper body down. Relax your toes. Extend your arms. Bring your chin down to the ground. Sweep your hands behind your back. Interlock your hands. Rest it on your hips. Inhale, lift yourself up. Upper body off the ground. Your feet are off the ground. Your hands are still resting on your hips. Relax your jaw and breathe. And release. Let go of your hands next to the body. Press one of your cheek into the mat. Extend your hands. Bring your chin back to the center. Your arms are over your head right now. Gently sweep your hands. Interlock your hands behind your back. Rest your hands on your hips. Inhale. Lift your chin off the ground. Lift both your feet off the ground. Pull your knuckles towards your heel. Breathe. And release. Rest your opposite cheek to the mat. Rest your hands next to your body. So as if you were going into a cobra. We are going into a cobra actually. So elbows are hugging the body. Gently press into your palms. Let's meet in cobra. Tuck your toes. Let's meet in downward dog position. And slowly start to pedal those legs off. Gently walk your hands back towards your body. You're going to end up in a forward bend at the back of your mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, full forward bend. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, full forward bend. Bend your knees a lot. Press your belly into your thighs. Fly your hands to the side. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Rest your hands behind your head. This time, cup your hands. So you're going to interlock your hands. You're going to create a mini cup with both your palms. Rest the back of your head on your palms. Elbows are wide and open. They're not collapsing. You want to create openness in the center of your chest while engaging your deltoids and your shoulders muscles, right? Gently keep your legs to be only as wide as your mat. Don't take it beyond the frame of your mat. Just as wide as your mat, approximately, right? Now we're going to come into a squat position here. So we're going to engage our core muscles. We're going to squeeze our abdominal muscles and press our hips to the back. So start to squeeze your abdominal muscles, press your hips back, and come with your thighs to be approximately parallel to the ground. Right? Now gently take your right elbow and try to touch your right elbow towards your right knee. Look towards your left. And come back to the center. So don't stand. You're going to be in squat the whole time. So you're not standing up and sitting down, right? Now take your left towards your left. Look towards your right elbow. And come back to the center. Right to the right. Sit down. And come back to the center. Left to the left. And come back to the center. Open those elbows. Press into your feet. Come into a standing position. You might have felt a little burn in your thighs. Let's slowly give a back bend to the body. Soften your knees. Keep the legs exactly the way they are. Just bend your knees a little bit. Arch up your back. Let's give a back bend to the body. Your arms are like a pillow right now to the back of your head, and your head is resting there. Breathe. And gently come back to the center. Take your hands all the way up. Let's take the hands towards the left side. So bump up your right hip. Let's open up the side body. Your right palm is facing up to the ceiling. Left hand comes onto the outside of the left thigh. And let's pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay. Interlock your hands. Stay on the left side. Open up those elbows a little bit. Take it back diagonally and come back to the center. Let's do the whole thing. Move your head a little bit. Relax your shoulders. And now let's take the hands towards the right side. Bump up your hip towards the left side. Go a little deeper if you can. Feel the left side body stretch. Let go of your right to the outside of the right leg. And let's pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay. Interlock your hands. Press your palm out. Open those elbows. Try to bring your right next to the body, giving a good side body stretch on the left side. Take your hands diagonally. Squeeze your belly and then come back to the center. Release your hands. Let's give one supported back bend and we're going to repeat the squat position. Rest your palms. Press your palms into your lower back like this, right? So you're completely supporting the lower back. Keep your legs, continue to keep your legs just the way they are. They are as wide as your mat. Soften your knees and start to bend. So start to arch up your back. Let's give a supported back bend to the body. This feels good for the lower back because the heel of our palm is giving the support to the lower back. It gives us confidence to also give a deeper back bend. And then squeeze your belly and come into a standing position. Release your hands. Let's quickly rotate the wrists off a little bit. Thumb inside, wrap your 4 fingers. Rotate your wrists and reverse the direction of the rotation of your wrists. Take your hands, softly place it behind your head, elbows open. You can either cup your hands like this and rest the back of your head, or if that's getting too much for you, then you can just softly place your fingers at the back of your head. Whatever works for you, right? And then squeeze your belly. Let's come back into our squat. Wide-legged squat. Chin up, so don't look down towards the ground. Look forward. Let's take the left elbow towards the left. Look towards the right. Sit down a little bit more. And come back to the center. Look forward and switch. And come back to the center. And switch. And come back to the center. And switch. And come back to the center. Press into your feet. Bring yourself all the way up. Keep your hands behind your head. Soften your knees. Let's give one more back bend to the body. And breathe. Slowly bring yourself back into a standing position. Release your hands and rotate your shoulders. That feels good around the shoulders, this rotation. And one more time, sorry. And reverse. And let it go. Shake it off a little bit. Come to the front of your mat. We're going to meet in a downward dog one more time. So hands into prayer arms. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Arch up your back. Exhale, swan dive. Key your hands, press your hips back. Come into a forward bend. Step your right leg all the way to the back. Step your left leg all the way to the back. So you are in a simple, normal downward dog position. If your body allows you to, rest your right elbow down and rest your left elbow down. So you're coming into an elbow position on your elbows into your downward dog. Breathe. Press your left palm, press your right palm back to simple, normal downward dog. Pedal your legs off. This time, start with your left elbow down. So first press your left elbow down and then press your right elbow down and then let go of the crown of your head down towards the ground into a dolphin downward dog. Gently press into your right palm, then press into your left palm, normal, simple downward dog, and pedal your legs off. Gently walk your legs towards your hands this time. So instead of your hands coming towards your legs, walk your right leg forward, walk your left leg forward, walk your right leg forward, walk your left leg forward. You will end up in a forward bend at the front of your mat. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Arch up your back. Reach your fingertips up. Circle your hands into prayer arms. Let's come to the front of the mat, hands into prayer arms. Close your eyes. Very slowly, as you inhale, take your hands all the way up. Arch up your back. Reach your fingertips up, swan dive, and come into a forward bend. Right leg goes all the way to the back. Try to take it farther away from your body. Arch up your back. So think about your hips and then try to look towards the ceiling. Take your left leg all the way to the back. Hold your plank. Option to rest one knee down. Option to rest both knees down. Option to keep both knees off the ground. And breathe. Gently work on lifting your left leg off the ground. Cross your left leg. Take your left leg towards your right side. See how that feels. Breathe. Come back to the center. We'll build on this one next week. Come back to plank. Lift your right leg off the ground. Cross your left leg. Right leg over your left. See how that feels. And come back into plank. Drop your knees down. Relax your toes. Bend your elbows towards your body, chin to the ground. Inhale, let's meet in cobra. Tuck your toes. Let's meet in downward dog. And slowly pedal your legs off. Right leg steps forward. Remember about arching up the back. Look towards the ceiling. Left leg steps forward, forward bend. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Arch up your back. Reach your fingertips up, circle your hands into prayer arms. Left side. Just close our eyes for a second. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Arch up your back. Exhale, swan dive. Tee your hands, press your hips back, forward bend. Left leg goes all the way to the back. Arch up your back, look towards the ceiling. Breathe. Right leg goes all the way to the back. Let's hold the plank. Option to rest, one. And then the other, both or whole plank. See what works for you today. Lift your right leg off the ground. Cross your right leg over the left. And breathe. Lift your right leg up. Bring it back. Left leg off. Cross. Left leg up and plank. Drop your knees down. Relax your toes. Bend your elbows towards your body, chin to the ground. Inhale, let's meet in cobra. Slow breath. Think about your lower back. Tuck your toes, downward dog. Handle your legs off. Left leg steps forward. Arch up your back. Right leg steps forward. Forward bend. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Arch up your back. Reach your fingertips up. Circle your hands. Hands into prayer arms. Gently make your way down onto the mat. Lie down on your back and bring your knees into your chest. Bring your legs into tabletop. Separate your legs out and let's massage the back. And reverse. Take your hands, create a diamond below your tailbone, right? So you're going to lift your right hip and place your right palm below your right hip. Then you're going to turn towards the other side. Place your left palm so that you support your tailbone. And then take your legs up the wall. Breathe. Flex your feet. 3 count going down, 3 count coming up. Legs don't touch the ground. They're going to hover off the ground. Catch a breath here. And let's go down. 3, 2, and 1. Press your heels away from you. Don't bend your knees. Hold. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Flex your feet. Press your heels away. 3, 2, 1. Press your heels away. Hold. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Flex your feet. Release your hands from below your hips. Lift your head off the ground. Take your hands behind your head. Drop your legs slightly down. Extend your right leg out. Left is off the ground, is in tabletop. And let's bicycle. Ready? Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay. Reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to tabletop. Rest your head down. Move your head on the mat from side to side and then massage your lower back. And reverse. Bring your knees into your chest. Open your hands into T-arms. Now we are not going into a spinal twist. We are going to engage our core muscles here. So our knees do not touch the ground, right? We're going to hold because we want to engage our core muscles. So together, your legs are fused right now, right? You're going to take your legs together towards your right side and you're going to hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to the center. Release your hands. Move your knees from side to side. Let's release any tension, if any, we have created around the lower back. Now come back to the center. Fuse your legs. They are fused into one unit right now. Your toes are flexed, right? Open your hands back into T. Palms are pressing into the ground. Take your legs towards your left side. Make sure you don't press your knees down. This is not spinal twist. This is core work. Breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to the center. Release your hands. Move your legs from side to side. Take your legs up the wall. Gently keep your left leg extended. Only drop your right leg down to the ground. Not to the ground, sorry. Hover the right leg off the ground. Lift your head off the ground. And breathe. Hold. And switch. And switch. And switch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press your heels down. Reach your hands over your head. Let's release those abs. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Point your fingers and toes in the opposite direction. Stretch those abdominal muscles out. Bend your legs at the knee, come into bridge position. We're going to go into bridge position. Rest your hands next to the body. And now slowly start to release your lower back, your mid back, and lift your belly button all the way up. Hold the bridge. Relax your jaw and breathe. Slowly bring your shoulder blades down, your mid back and lower back. Extend only your right leg out. Bring your left knee into your chest. Flex both feet. Take your left knee towards your right side. Stretch that lower back out on the left side. This feels good. Slowly bring yourself back to the center and extend your left leg out. Bring your right knee into your chest. Flex both feet. Take your right knee towards your left side. Open up your right arm. Make a conscious effort to move your jaw a little and relax. Start to withdraw your senses. Bring your right knee into your chest. And extend your right leg. One last time. Stretch your hands over your head. Point your fingers. Release the whole body. Awakening every single cell of the body. And release. Separate your hands out. Separate your legs out. Find a nice, comfortable, relaxing position to relax your body for the next few minutes. Starting to let go of every single muscle onto the mat. Starting from your toes, fingertips, lower back, shoulder blades. Just let it go. The back of your thighs. Bring your awareness to your face and consciously relax your cheeks, your eyeballs, and the space in between your eyebrows, your forehead and temple muscles, and the back of your head. Let's all take one slow breath in through the muscles and nerves of the head region, and gently as you exhale, feel a calming effect in the head region. Very slowly bend both knees, turn your body to the right side. And take the support of your hands and make your way up into a seated position with your eyes closed. Coming into prayer arms, if you wish to make a small prayer for your loved ones and the world around you, you can do that at this time. Gently, whenever you're ready, begin to open your eyes by first bringing the gaze towards the floor and slowly coming up to eye level. Let's all take a bow together and say namaste. Namaste, everyone. As Adrian announced, we do not have a class next week. The next class will be on April 26th. So do register if you wish to join the class. Thank you.